Oluwa, one of Oma is here. 103 victims of End Sars.
Let me tell you one thing. See, I don't have anything to say in this language of government because government is not cool. So government can say A is a B. You can say 5 is 10. So what am I talking about? It's been a long time since. Okay, now see what is happening now. Another language of End Sars. Subsidy removal. Another demonic End Sars language. People are dying unlawfully. This school, everything is high. Price of food high. Fuel high. Is that not part of another language of End Sars?
It seems you are not affected by this
See, let me tell you
economic mishap.
See, let me tell you one thing. See, we are not affected because we are not the government. We are not governed by the government of this planet. We are governed by the government of the spiritual realm. That's what I'm telling this guy. They're telling me that who die. Who die, who don't die, don't die. But it depends on who you serve. They choose you there for these days who you will serve. The power of life and death is the power of the tongue. I don't believe in their systematic government. I believe in the realm of him. He will send men to you. He will send liver to you. But here the system, you believe on the system, you will die gradually.
Because the system has no plan for anyone.
No hope. You don't get any meaningful. It's a fraud talk.
Now, these victims now that are about to be given mass burial, who should be held responsible?
Okay, who should be responsible? How long?
For 2 years.
Imagine nobody came across, okay, we are sorry, it was a mistake. All is, nobody cared. Nobody was involved. At the end now, they are burying people. Can't you see? Okay, where are the parents and where are the money, where are the compensation? Now the government is trying to reverse the situation. So it's a bullshit song. It's a motherfucking bullshit arrangement. We have no hope. We have hope in upstairs.
You said we have no hope in Nigeria.
We have no hope. Nigeria, right from day one till today, the same story. Every day now the same thing. So if I suffer for war, I'll pray for heaven. Which day are we going to heaven?
That is Fela now.
Yes, let Afro King. Let's this man adopted father. Bangbala, oh lawyer. Luku, laugh. When we can begin to laugh, Nigeria is changed. Giant of the whole world, giant of Africa, the highest block nation on earth is suffering. The whole mineral resources in this world is in Nigerian land. Okay, where are we now? The first time in Nigeria history, you buy money with money. Buy money with your money. Now, the first time in Nigeria history, workers are sleeping in the working place because they can't afford to transport to their home every day.
Yes, and you are right. And the federal government has given 3 days for federal workers.
They are criminal. The new hope now, you have to sleep in your working place a week or 2 weeks because you can't afford the accommodation or the transportation anymore.
To work.
Bullshit.
What's a miserable life?
Now you keep your children in the hand of unknown. Please take care of them. Let me go and sleep in the working place. 1 week I will come back home.
Because they don't want to lose the job.
Suffering and smiling. Where the motherfucking government will say we have the rotten things. Then they are in National Rock there. They say they are in National Rock. God will put us out of there. Because time has come and God will go to revenge. Fire, brimstone will attack their heart, will penetrate their heart. Because you and I can't do it with power, with physical power. Say we are not wrestling against flesh and blood. They are principality powers of darkness. They are the principality power of darkness that rule in Nigeria. From day one, say me look on your tongue. Now you came, see what is happening now. What's the meaning of the language?
The tuber of yam now is about 5,000.
How are you going to survive?
In Lagos. In Kaduna was about 335.
Can you see? Nigeria is now, the ship is now sailed by no captain. Just going like this, you go like this. Anywhere where I can flow and go.
And now, our friend the fellow is now saying that Nigeria is now unbearable.
They will say it because they know the truth is truth. Their son, their God's son, their mafia son is in the throne. So
okay, you mean that is their mafia son?
It's their mafia son, that mafia soul.
Making life unbearable for them.
Mafia soul will match all of them. match the A and the B and the C, but they can't match us. We are the sons of the living God. We are above his matchness. We are above his compatibility of economic woeful.
Oh,
Because they can't help.
this kind of grammar, you are above the spiritual of the economical woeful.
You don't know the language we want to speak.
Oh, no, Wawa. Give them the language.
The truth is set you free. They are the motherfucking bullshit that you have. Because they said the lions of body law said they don't want to come and eat money. They want to come and make you happy. And now they make you grandma. There is a criminality language. It's supposed to be jail. See, I think when I say everyone will not fall if the tribunal should declare no about go home back to your house. You don't know how to come home anymore.
Do you think Atiku could do better than the man in the seat?
They're different thinking and they're different hearts. So people acquire everything, say they want to be Lord. Lord of who? Lord of the demonic hellfire camp? Or Lord of me and you?
Could you liken Nigeria situation as hell?
Nigeria is more than hell. Nigeria is more than hell now. See, let me tell you, you are just opportune to stand here and the air is blowing, fresh air is blowing. Go some area, you will cry, you will shed tears inside, you will shed tears outside. You see some kids, you see some family, and they are the same under the roof of Nigeria. It's blink. It's motherfucking blink.
The 8,000 naira,
where is the money?
Who should expect it? The 8,000.
All of it is phrase.
And what can 8,000 do to you? Somebody like you?
Zero. Where is the 8,000 for the first place? It's common language to divert people's attention from the brutality government. They're still linking from brutality. We are the victim all the time. We got double trouble.
Oh, we are the victim all the time.
All the time.
This is so sad and painful.
Double trouble every time. And we are the one that killed, that let them reach here. At the end, they not back us. They not give us a policy that will not roll those up.
You voted for Tinubu?
Jagaba says a liar, says, come and do your lion and match the demon. Now you came, you are not the senior demon.
You mean I didn't understand what you said.
I thought he would come and match the demon. Now he came, he's not a senior demon. So who are we going to rely on? Rely on Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Only he can set you on my feet, not them. Because they are first in the face of this people, they are criminals. The mafia, mafiso. The name of government, VIP, vagabond in power. Vagabond in power. All of them. No one is human. All of them are the spread of the same feather.
How are you managing now? How are you coping with this?
Cope with him that will give you life to wake up this morning. Because according to their way, me and you can never wake up. Only they are thinking we let it go. Think of tomorrow. Because it was today is not completed. Because of that system. The wrong system. So I'm telling them they don't change their heart, they don't renew their mindset. Things will happen. Because Nigeria is angry, more than angry. An angry man can never shout hallelujah. Who the home will not be parade and will not be fight. We don't watch, but God will fight on our behalf.
Are you expecting God to fight on your behalf? When they have given you everything you need.
God will fight on your behalf, you and I. Because He has been seen things. And enough is enough in His eye. Promise can never help us anymore. Today 10 billion, 100 billion we share. Who is sharing the money? Any family come out and say, okay, this one helps my hand. No one is sharing for the hand. Bad. Nigeria is suffering and smiling. More than fucking suffering and smiling. So that's if you are around today, Nigeria will not clean it back. But the G is very, very, very wrong.
What is your final word to Nigeria?
The final word to Nigeria is that they should pray for God to let their heart change. Let God intervene and let the Spirit of God penetrate their heart and remove that demonic mind. Because they don't have any meaning for me and you. Just early morning, never reach how many days, suffering involved. where is the renewed hope that you give us a back and you give us language, and I will not kill your back. Now, in the middle of the beginning, now there is no any hope at all.
Everybody is afraid, both APC members and those that voted for them.
Everybody's out of the game.
Thank you so much, Oluwawa. May the Lord answer our prayers in time, because it is becoming unbearable as have been admitted by all and sundry.
Here right now. Here right now. You will see what is going to happen.
Do you believe that the tribunal case will might possibly turn in favor of?
No, tribunal is a tribunal. You see where tribunal do the will of the masses. It's impossible. The kangaroo home. Kangaroo home.
So we are in for this trouble for a longer time.
Only our will, not our will. Only God do your will and I.
Thank you so much, Mr. Oluwawa. It's a pleasure having you here in Callwave TV. Thank you for this.
In Nigeria, it's a very good one. But giving out 8,000 naira as collective is an insult on Nigeria. When you, senators, president, are living at the expense of taxpayers' money. So, to me, it is not a welcome idea at all. Actually, should revise such policy, because for me, it will not go that way.
Are you optimistic with the, of course, most awaited electoral judgment that might chart another way for Nigerians? Do you have confidence in the outcome?
Why would we, in the first place, no right in Nigeria, we have confidence in the Nigerian judicial system. When Senator Ukachua openly said, when his wife was the president of the chief president of the appeal court, he said he used to influence his wife to favor his colleague in the house. So why would I have faith in that system? I told people, I said, this tribunal, I'm not saying anything good come out of it.
You don't see anything good come of it. That means we have not seen an end to this
when the president himself,
rascality and pain.
when the judiciary himself are not independent, when the senators, their wives, the chief justice of Nigeria appointed his son to become one of a judge. So of what use is that? Just to what influence, just to what misinterpret the law. So I don't see anything coming out of it.
Thank you, Mr. David, for your time. It's been a wonderful time having you. Thank you so much. Yes, the next is Mr. Lazarus. Good morning.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you. How was the night?
I thank God. I sleep successfully and will wake up successfully.
Well, today, of course, we are discussing about the End Sars victims. About 103 is about to be given mass burial by Lagos State. After 3 years of denial, after 3 years of trying to cover up, what a sad experience.
Because first and foremost, the first bring 289 million. Say that anybody will know that End Sars they kill me a child that should come and collect money. At the end of the day, they come again, come say they won't do a mass burial. That means, and they call for themselves, they are judging themselves. I'm not the judge, but indirectly they are judging themselves. Because you deny something. Later you say that anybody that know that you kill
somebody who was killed,
yeah,
to come and testify.
Yeah, and they collect money. Now they want to bury them again. What they want to bury? Is it human being or animal?
100 and
403 people.
victims. The argument is that it is not from the Lekki toll gates. So then where are these cops coming from?
My brother, see, a cheat must be a cheated. A cheat must be a cheated. Mark the language. Whatever thing they are doing, they are claimed to be wise. They are not wise. If you are wiser than me, you are now wiser than God. I believe on that. And all of them that planned it and did it can never even reach heaven.
But so the reality is that what is the offense of these people? What offense did they commit against the states or Lagos states to say? Just by asking that the right thing be done, an end to the brutality on the part of the citizens and good governance. When does that become a crime that deserves a capital punishment?
Thank you very much. There is nothing that I see that is a victim for them. Because somebody to protest for his rights, your rights is what you're supposed to protect. Nobody can just come out and kill an individual or innocent soul and feel that he will go free. God in heaven must punish the person. Many of them, they are dying and they're repenting every day because of what they have committed.
And these are people's children, uncles, brothers, breadwinners. I mean, such families, how do you think they should feel at this time?
The prayer of those families is following them. That is why they are finding another dimension to beg the family. Instead of them to come out to say, sorry, I have killed your son or your daughter, all of the sudden, or by mistake.
And what is the essence, the primary essence of governance? If the government cannot protect the life of her citizens and the welfare, if the government, the same government, you see, who is saddled with the responsibility of protecting the supposed citizens are the one killing them. What kind of system or government is such?
You see, in order fundamental human rights, a citizen have right to protest. In order to go around, you have right to ask your government the income that they make in a year. It's happening even in America, which is uphead of us, because they are before us. One, in Nigeria, you do not have right to see your governor, let alone your president. Ordinary local government chairman, if you meet her, we will ask you why, who will allow you to come and meet him. I have in law, he said no, but as Barrister China Sokore. The day when I meet him in office, he asked them, oh, my in-law will not ordinary say from local government or the some local or from the top community. He married the person where he papa senior my own papa. I met him in office. He said, why they allow me to meet him when I was in school. Till he finished in office, the money was chop for his hand. What do you will be having interest? It's only 200 naira. To up to the same date.
But unfortunately, Afenifere have given lend their voice a middle belt forum. They said that life is now unbearable for Nigerians, which means we are not lying. So if they have admitted that life is more now unbearable for Nigerians, now what does that portend?
They are the same captives. It's the same meeting where they did is what is affecting you. if they do not have the same meeting, they will grant him bail and support. But in the sense that inside, before he entered there, my brother, they have rigid contract meeting that make him to enter there.
Even with
and before he be there, now to be judging, he have signed against another person, another people. Those people that is signed, personalities that will sign against them, is the people that sign against him, because he that is governor of CBN he have already working hand to hand for EFCC.
No, I say Afenifere Yoruba Cultural Organization said Nigeria is becoming unbearable. Things are unbearable in this country.
That is in literature, they call it hyperbole for statement in English. What they are saying, they just making mouth because they cannot do it. I know that one.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lazarus. It's a wonderful time having you. Thank you for
I'm also thank you, Mr.
the opportunity to be here this morning to express yourself. It's a pleasure having you.
Have a nice day with your family.
Thank you. Yes, here comes Mr. Charles. Mr. Charles, good morning. We are looking good this morning.
Well, we bless God. One of our viewers.
Yes, is there anything to be happy about the state of the nation? Because 103 corpses are lying, of course, to be given mass burial. Victims of the End Sars. After the denial and all the covering up, the truth have surfaced. How do you feel?
Honestly, we are not happy. We are not happy because we are just human beings like us. Igbo people used to say, if you are really sensitive, as you have that God's fearing in you, and you call yourself an every Christian, you should know that these are human beings like you. You should at least show a bit of remorse that something like this. What if it were you? So we are not happy. Honestly speaking, the government, you look at one thing, such thing happened during End Sars. They said they did not kill anybody. They said people did not die. But according to the reliable source, they said they wanted to do it secretly. They wanted to go in for the mass burial secretly. When people decided to find out that this is what they wanted to do, and the whole thing came out publicly. And then today, it's on paper that 103 people, masses, to be buried massively. Well, it's not a welcome development. It's a very sad news. If it were in a developed country, they want to bury about 103 individuals, citizens of Nigeria,
of the country.
Believe me, the whole country we have to go on strike. The whole country will have to go
on holidays
because it's not easy, even if it is two individuals. Remember what happened? There is what we call Black Lives Matters. Just because a black man was killed, the whole America
George Floyd
got flooded. And even to today, when you go to all this European football, like England, before they will start anything football, they have to go on their knee. That is to show you that they are respecting their black life. And who wrote about the black life? The so-called the black man that was killed in America, one single individual. But now we're talking about 103 people that are old enough. These are ministers. You don't know among them, they will have ministers, governors, future governors. But what happened today, they are no more. So I believe and I hope that this government is somehow not saying the truth about whatever they are doing. This is a government that tried to hide the facts from the citizens. But as God will have it, the secrets has been leaked out. So I am not happy honestly because they are human beings. Ask yourself the same question. What if you are the one in the position of those people? What will you do? How will you feel? Today, we are still alive, witnessing what has happened to our beloved brothers. Honestly speaking, we are not happy because they are a mere human being like us, and it will happen to anybody.
Now, what value does the government of Nigeria places on her citizens?
Honestly speaking, there is no value. I will say it and I will say it time with that number. Any government that does not have the interest of each citizen at heart is as good as being demolished. It's as good as being dissolved. But what should we do? A country whereby the citizens, the fundamental human right is not being respected. You said freedom of speech, freedom of expression. When you go to Nigerian constitution, when you go to one of the functions of government, protest. These people were killed under protest. When you go to government, when you study your government very well, you find that one of the functions and active functions of government is not only that it brings people closer, it brings government brings people as in it brings them to the closest door. One of the main functions again of government is protest. So you allow people to protest whenever they feel there is something they look upon. It's not like when you have Nigerian Labour Congress. They are not the only one that are saddled with the responsibility of what? Protesting. Protest is among the function of government. As long as you do it in such a way that is not disastrous to the government. Even if you go to a Western world, government will even support you with some security backup when you want to go for a protest. We are not interested by the so-called people that are governing us. They don't have us at heart. What they have is their personal schedule and interest. How will I be able to build houses in Dubai? How will I be able to go to Paris? How will I be able to go to London? How will I be able to go to buy expensive cars?
I think I'm emotional now. Can we just observe a minute silence in honor of these heroes who died defending humanity, defending the cause of the oppressed? May their souls rest in peace. May what they stand for, the virtue they stand for, of course, be established. May that good governance they led their life for never be truncated. May their spirit continue to fight against any injustice within the Nigerian space. Okay, you can continue.
So, they don't have the interest of the masses at heart. Honestly speaking, they are good as being dissolved. Well, you don't blame most of them. Most of these politicians have sold their hearts, everything they have to the devil. So what do you actually expect from most of them? These are people who are as wicked as anything. So we are living in a country whereby they should be able to know the importance being placed on the value of Nigerians. In a situation whereby you as a governor or as a president, you cannot be able to protect the life of your citizens. If it were in the Western world, the president, the governor, the commissioner will resign honorably. But people try to hit some facts from what has happened. And what are the facts? They try to lie. They try to bring out the fact. What are the facts that they're trying to give us now? That nothing of such happened. But these are people who were killed in a different diversion of crisis. In a different diversion of crisis in Nigeria. And the government were trying to hide some facts from there. Keeping in touch that they are not even in consonance with what happened to them. But these are people that knows. These people know that these people were killed during this End Sars. But they try to hid it up. So the government of Nigeria should come up with something. They are, they have failed us. It's a shame. It's a slap on the face of Nigeria. It's a slap on their face. When you don't blame most of these politicians, most of them are illiterate. I call them illiterate because Some of them pass through secondary school. But what are they? When they pass through secondary school level, some of them study government in their secondary schools. And they believe in me, they only limited their ideas, their reasoning, their ideology with only the function of one of the function of the legislature. They thought that one of the function of the legislature is just to enact law. But there's more to that.
I think the fundamental issue is that they get away with whatever atrocity they perpetrate after their service in office, and nobody can call them to order.
It's a problem. So we pray. I pray that God will touch their heart. But I don't have anything much to say here. What I want to say is that may the soul of the departed rest in perfect peace. Because if you are here praying and asking the government to help you, we are living in a barbaric government, a government that is so selfish. After their own services, it's only God that will touch them.
Thank you. Good morning, David. It's a pleasure having you here in today's political rumbles here in Callwave TV. Yes, the headlines are, of course, vibrating across the social media. The 103 victims of End Sars is about to be, of course, buried by the Lagos State government after 3 years of denial of the death of these ones. So what do you have to say concerning this?
Good morning to our esteemed viewers, and it's good to be on your ground, to speak the house. The Lagos State government yesterday released a memo to conduct mass burial for those that were killed during the End Sars protest. Now, I think that memo was leaked because at first the state government never wants that to surface in the public notice. But I think an insider got that memo leaked, and now they have come out to debunk that was a rumor, but that was what we saw the Lagos State government logo on it, and the governor signed to it. So whose rumor? It shows that the ends are not justified, that people were being killed despite the rumor all these years that the state government denied that nobody was killed, nobody was buried, nobody was being shot. It was so obvious. If nobody was being shot, if nobody was killed, why would the state government have to conduct a mass burial? It's so that nobody will just wake up one day after 3 years and then bring up nobody will want to conduct mass burial, if not the state government. It shows that the state government actually knew that people were being killed and people were shot at that Lekki toll gate. They're just trying to cover it up. Now it is also obvious. If nobody was killed, why would they want to conduct mass burial in the first place?
And the argument is that those 103 victims were not killed in Lekki toll gate. Then where were they killed? You see, an inquest was set by a panel of inquest, coroner inquest was set in to investigate that, which was led by Falana. And Falana made his submissions, and the state government denied it and said they will have to revisit such outcome of that inquiry. And 3 years down the line, this is what we are hearing. Now that the truth has surfaced, who should be held responsible?
The panel of inquiry that was set. Now there was this girl, DJ, that was supposed to come and testify at the panel because her life was threatened. She had to flee the shores of the country. There was this other girl that stood on ground that even the government threatened to kill her if you come to testify. So it was only Falana that stood in between, that was insisted that people were killed at that point. Now, the panel of inquiry up till now could not give us the resolution that was reached in that panel. There was no feedback mechanism from that panel that due to our findings, so this is the resolution that was reached. That people were being killed. It was only Falana that was insisted that people were killed.
Based on his findings, inquiries.
That was based on the findings available to him, because the panel, you don't expect. I tell you, I said even when that panel was I said you cannot be a judge in your own case. It's impossible. You want to subvert the law. You want to make the law favorable to you. Lagos State government is now the judge.
An arbiter in their own case.
In their own case. So what do you expect? So even if there are glaring evidence will be trashed under the carpet. It will be swept under the carpet. So now that the only evidence we have now is that why is Lagos State government conducting mass burial for them?
Who was involved in that casualty, so that their family will be able to know, and of course, possibly if they so desire, take the corpse of their bereaved ones or their loved ones,
the people involved,
to bury it by themselves.
The people involved might not want to come out because they will be scared of their life. Because there was a time they will
be scared of their lives.
Yes, because there was a time the government said, if you know you have victims that were killed, come out. Nobody was coming out. They were scared because tomorrow the same government that had them to come out might want to send assassins after them to even shut them up.
I think there is more to this. What did the government of Lagos State intend to achieve by holding this truth for barely 3 years? And now, when their own anointed candidate is at the center, Sanwo-Olu is coming up with this mass burial. What a state of impunity. Is it trying to scare people, perhaps, to send a warning to them that even while they are not in power, they could do such and get away with it? Now they are at the center. Nobody should dare them.
You are not far from the truth. At this point, the state government feels they can conduct mass burial for people, and nobody would not challenge them. Nobody will ask them that use the same government that claim nobody died at Lekki Tollgate. Why is there any for mass burial? Was there casualty? Did Boko Haram attack people? No. Was there building collapse? No. So if natural disaster
never
occurred, why is there mass burial? Because there was from 2020 till date, there was never a time we had natural disaster in Lagos, so there was no need for any mass burial. The only happenings was during the Lekki Tollgate End Sars, which there were allegations that people were killed.
But they were not denying the fact that these are victims of End Sars, but they're saying that it was not in that Lekki Tollgate scene.
With this evidence, it shows that people were killed.
And the Lagos State government has been indicted based on the realities on ground.
But one thing is, I believe the human rights activists, this is now an evidence for them to take Lagos State government to court. This is a clear evidence because the Lagos State government said he said they have to react to that memo, saying it is the work of the mischievers, those that don't like the state government. So the Lagos State logo was clearly written there. The governor himself signed to it. So I think I think the government themselves have indicted themselves.
And if that is now established, what is the perception of an average Nigerian politician? Denying the realities on ground, even with videos evidence. So, what is their public perception?
The truth of the matter is that one thing I want to understand is that Nigeria is a lawless country. Nigeria is a lawless country. At this point, we must strive to get it right. Because if the government on their own can deny killing our citizens, killing its citizens, meaning these people are worthless. These people, the government of the day, because these people came out and opposed the government had the audacity to kill them. It shows, don't be surprised, government can come into your house one day and start shooting you because you protest against them.
Do you agree with this opinion that Nigeria will never be better? Nigeria will continue to be worse. If you have an opportunity, you should jump by someone. Do you agree with such? With the latest development, it appears we have not seen the worst yet.
The question is, ever since 1960, no, I think the first republic was very okay. People, when you graduate from school, you can easily get a job. And starting from second republic till date, nothing has ever changed. It has been from one complaint, one hardship to another hardship, one hardship. Since when I have been born, I have never witnessed constant power supply for 1 year.
Have you witnessed for 1 week?
That is it. 1 year is even far. 1 week, like constant power supply.
Now, Afenifere Middle Belt Forum have cried out, of course, joining Christian Association of Nigeria to cry out that life is becoming more unbearable. Mr. David, what is the next way forward?
Afenifere should not cry out because it's the same Afenifere that endorsed their man. That said,
that endorsed Tinubu.
That endorsed Tinubu. Even when people most persons know that this man is incompetent. See, I've told you, I said it is not about politics. Should not be about it is my brother. It is son of the south. It is son of that is what is clean our politics. This stupid rotation, it gives room for what incompetent people. Because now, after 2028 now, they will say it is son of the south, of the north. The north will not bring one idiot that knows nothing about governance. After they will say it is son of the south will not bring one of it again. Let us stop all these mindsets. If really we want a better governance, we should look for people who are competent, people who are good managers, people that can manage the economy well. This issue of rotation, South do today, not do tomorrow. It is only, to me, it is not giving room for people to come and loot our natural resources.
But I don't think that is the actual problem, because in terms of credible people, we have credible people, but it's because of the failure of the system. The system could not allow them to come on board. People have credible people within, of course, who are vying for such positions, but the electoral body, of course, is highly compromised because of the weakness of the system. So what could be done to the system to get rid of this miscreants, if I may use the word?
One thing is, just like what I've always said, in Nigeria, for you to contest for any post, you must be financially buoyant. You must have money. Now, even the electorate themselves wants to get money from you. Until we have change of mindset that these people are going there to serve us, let us not overburden them. Now, if you are vying for the post of the senator, you come and tell me, David, vote for me. And I ask you questions. And I see and I perceive that this man is not willing, will not represent me well. But the same man, if I say no to you, the same man will go about really sharing bag of rice. Once you've accepted that bag of rice, it shows the what you've now aligned to his policy.
You've sold your conscience.
Until when the masses themselves say no, that is when we can have people that can challenge these senators. That will say no, because a senator will have to couple money and start dishing out rights, dishing out everything. And tomorrow, once he gets to Abuja, he will make sure he will cook all the money he spent. So we Nigerians, we should even have a rethink in ourselves and strive for a better Nigeria, because as it stands now, a whole lot is really happening.
How are you surviving, Mr. David?
Surviving has been so hard. And it has been so hard. Truth be told.
Because if Afenifere can cry out at this time, middle bed, virtually everybody is crying out now. What is the way forward? How are you surviving? How can an average person on the street survive? Because he's fighting hard.
The way forward is for government to look inward and then put a hand to the suffering, because Nigerians are just trying to be happy. We are not happy. Majority of Nigerians are just trying to be happy. Most of us are not happy.
Now, finally, when you look at government's value for the citizens, they describe the household as 4 households, and you think that giving them 8,000 can solve the problem for this household?
Now, when you define this,
is it the value attached to Nigerian citizens by the same government?
I think, to me, that's an insult for Nigeria. Despite the huge resources in this country, despite Asiwaju endorsing 100 billion for senators to purchase bulletproof cars, it shows this government is insensitive, because the people that voted in you are dying of starvation, poverty, and hunger. Now, the senators are purchasing vehicles out of 100 million. Now, it's even a ridicule and insult on us, giving even proposing to give stipend or palliative of 8,000 naira, even tag that as the poorest of poorest in society.
Bringing you live and direct, of course, unbiased reportage of events as occurs here in Nigeria. And please, I want to, of course, ask you to hit the subscription button if you have not done so. Thank you for your viewership. Thank you for your support. It's been an exciting moment, feeling the impulse of all the Sunday. Honestly, life has not been easy in the most recent times as far as Nigeria is concerned. People are haggard, hungry, and frustrated. Most people could not go to work today because there is no means. Of course, it is no longer sustainable. Things are falling apart, and the center could no longer hold. And at this time, the gods are not to be blamed. Who should be blamed on the matters, of course, of this controversial magnitude. The welfare of the citizens seems to have been eluded, and there is no longer the primary concern of the government. It is so sad that everybody is crying and thinks that everybody is to himself and God to us all. We say by his own, let the devil take it. But that shouldn't be the narrative. If we have gotten it right, if we have a system that could be trusted, that could, of course, ensure check and balances of every political voter. It is rather unfortunate that today millions are wallowing in abject poverty, and it appears we have not seen an end to this unfortunate happenings. Yes, the End Sars saga is also up again, and about 103 who are about to be committed to the mother earth after 2 years of denial. But the reality is that whatever happens in life, you cannot cover the truth forever. The time will come when everybody will have, of course, a cause to stand before the Almighty Creator to give account of whatever they have done with the opportunity given to them. I wish you the best of the week as we, of course, unfold this. Thank you. May the good Lord bless you.